Okay, this really is day 10. I think I said yesterday was day 10. It was day 9. Happens. But I want to say that I hope that you're enjoying this process. I hope that it is bringing you some clarity about what awareness is and also what good boundaries look like. So, our focus thought for today is that saying no creates space for what matters. So let me ask you, what is something that you want that you've convinced yourself you can't have? That's not possible because something else is taking up space for that thing. And I don't want it to be anything deep or life altering, just, something that you say, God, that would be nice if I could, or that's something that I've always wanted, or something like that. Just a desire that keeps surfacing, even though you've said no to yourself. When it keeps surfacing, it really means that it does mean something to you, uh, and that it's important. So, why do you think you keep saying no to yourself? Is there a boundary that needs to be honored in order for you to say yes? Is there a boundary that you think will be broken if you say yes? You set those for yourself. Nobody else does. So think about it. Things like, I need to leave work early to make my daughter's basketball game. How do I ask that time without appearing fill in the blank, whatever judgment you think is going to be heaped on you if you ask? Or there's something that you want to watch on TV, but your best friend wants to come over and talk to you about, her boyfriend or husband or child or something. It's always something. And this particular day, you just aren't feeling it. So, how do you say, no, not today without appearing fill in the blank? Again, what is that judgment that's keeping you from saying no? And ask yourself, is any of that shit true? Probably not. It's a story that you've made up. So, let me ask you this: what would it take to say, that time doesn't work for me? I have something else planned. Or what if we did that next week? Because right now I need to take care of me. What would that feel like to say that to somebody at the office or your best friend or a loved one that simply says, I need this space for me right now? What would you be able to say yes to if you upheld your own boundaries, right? So I'm going to leave that with you today. I'm not going to ask you to do anything other than to give that some thought. When something comes up and it's interfering with something that your heart says you really would rather do, what would it take for you to say, no, not today, with a smile, with a gentle nod, and without any feeling of guilt? Let me know. Put the notes in the comments, say something in my DM. I really want to know because this is important. This is important for you to get really clear about setting your own personal boundaries for you so that you can share that with the people that you care about. I tell folks that boundaries are the way that we show others how to love us. Wouldn't that be special? I think the people in our lives who love us want to do that, to be able to do that. But asking them to be mind readers isn't fair to you, and it's certainly not fair to them. So put a response in the chat and let me know how that lands with you. All right, see you next time. Bye. One more thought for you. It's a quote that I think is appropriate for this. And it goes something like this: every no is a yes to something greater. All right.